Those lovely guitars, that lovely rhythm can only mean one thing. Strap yourself in for another half hour of the best golf chat on the goddamn internet. It's golf is ruining my life.
I don't know about you, Tom, but I still feel this sense that when I come here, I escape all of reality, which is what golf is all about. I just fall into, it's like nothing of any consequence is going to happen in my life over the next half hour. No offense to you, but I associate you with nothing of any consequence.
That's very nice. So does my agent. There's a door over there, right, in the corner of the room. Yeah. And for the hour that we chat, nothing can come through that door. We don't check our phones. Because I don't have many meetings, see the agent joke from earlier. And this is a really nice little box that I come into where my brain just switches off and I just get to think about golf. And I imagine you listen to this podcast at home, lovely golf listeners, like I listen to my podcast, whether you're on the train to work or you're driving or whatever. This is your distraction. And my goodness, have I got things to distract you with this week.
Distract away. Come on. Throw them at me, Tom Green.
So, UK listeners, it's getting hot, isn't it?
It's fair to say Tom Green has got his legs out. Do you play golf with shorts on? Are you
always? I'll play in shorts in the middle of winter just because I like the way it feels. I like the freedom. Yeah. I don't like swinging with a jacket on. If I can, ideally, I will play in shorts and a t-shirt, and that feels me at my most golfing free.
I sometimes, this is really weird, when it's warm, I will wear a very light jumper thing. Jumper's probably the wrong word, but I wear a light second layer, right?
Yep.
Got some lovely those Puma tops. They're very nice, sporty, very thin.
I think is the term base layer. Did
Why
they say
not?
Base layer?
Base layer feels like the bottom. Anyway, I'll wear 2 layers on purpose as a tactic. Shall I tell you why? Because it does restrict my swing a tiny bit, and I'll wear it for maybe 3 or 4 holes, even though I'm a bit too hot. Then when I take it off, it gives you a little boost. The little moment when you've got the next 2 or 3 holes after you've got rid of that top layer, and you finally can move better. It's almost like I've restricted myself on purpose to make it harder for myself, so that I can then play better when I take that off. Is that weird?
I got to say, that's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. It makes no sense whatsoever.
It's something I do.
I do think golf is one of the sports where, can I say the gilet comes into its own? Because it's perfect.
Yeah.
The gilet is obviously very fashionable at the moment, but the golf gilet is ideal because you get that little body warmth.
Yeah.
But you're not... I hate restricting the arms when you put your waterproofs on or whatever and it all sort of falls apart.
My trunk is cozy. My arms are having a party.
Exactly.
That's what gilet is French for.
Yeah. Trunk is cozy. Arms are having a party.
It's French for arm party.
So the weather is really good in the UK now. There's a heat wave coming, which is so exciting. And I found myself yesterday, Tom, my wife, Em, went to see Girls Aloud on a Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
So I had a free Sunday afternoon. And
what did you tell me everything? Take me to the first thought. When did you first hatch the idea?
So we were having a little dog walk in the morning, and it sort of really dawned on me that Em was going away. She was going to be away from about 4 p.m, and we just had summer solstice. So it's light for like ever.
Yeah.
So she was going away, and I was like, got that itchy feeling, like, hold on.
Hang on a second. If I do that and that goes over there, because this is the sort of mental maths you have to go through.
Yep.
You know that gif of Russell Crowe in A Beautiful Mind where he's trying to work out
all the numbers.
Yeah. It's like that when you realise, hang on, a golf round might fit through this. I could almost steer a golf round through all these things that are in the way.
The life obstacles.
And
I go, I think everyone has this the stages that it dawns on. You go, well, I could get 9 in. Hold on.
Whoa.
I could get 18 in.
You didn't play 18 holes.
So, for the first time in a year and a half, I was smacked in the face with the realities of not having a golf membership.
Yeah.
Because how do you just rock up and I just turn up and I'm going to hit some balls and play really casual?
Well, golfnow.co.uk. Have you done that yet?
Yeah, so I was on that.
Amazing.
And it is amazing. We love golf now. And I was on that trying to find a tee time. But it all just becomes a bit laborious when you're like, oh, okay, I'm playing solo. And I called a place near me and they wanted, I know this isn't a load of money, but they wanted 30 quid. And for like 9 holes on my own, I just was a bit...
No, not for 9. That's too much for 9 on your own.
It was just a bit...
It is a Sunday, though.
It was a Sunday,
A Sunday round is always going to be the most expensive round of the week.
I wanted a cheeky twilight 9-hole.
There is the greatest thing about being a member of a golf club is, I mean, actually competitions is really good. I really love that, but be it sort of just close to that is the reality of being able to nip up and play 9 holes, play 4 holes,
Yeah.
go and practice your chipping.
It just doesn't matter, does it? Because it's free, so you just jump on it. And that's what I had. I just had this reality dawn on me that I can't just go and play. I actually had a really funny conversation with a pro at a golf course near me. And he was like, well, we shut at 4 p.m. So like there'll be no one in the pro shop. So like, if you want to come on and just pay in the bar afterwards, I was like, in my mind, are you trying to persuade me to steal and come on and play for free?
Did he become a pro after he lost his job as a security guard?
Yeah.
I tend to nap between 2 and 4 a.m. So
Just
walk
jump
around.
on.
The safes are open.
And then he said the weirdest sentence ever, which is hole 4's closed because they're playing cricket on it.
What?
I said, you what? He's like, yeah, we have cricket on Sunday afternoon, so hole 4 becomes a par 3. You just got to walk around the cricket. Really nice golf course as well. I was like, this is a bit weird.
Hang on. And did you do that then? Did you see that happening?
No. So this will lead me to what I'm going to go on and tell you about.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't play golf because I wasn't a golf member.
You didn't play?
Didn't play. I ended up going to the pub and getting pissed.
Oh.
Which is sad.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, because I couldn't play golf.
Did you go and get pissed by yourself?
No, I went out with some friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hang on. So friends who don't play golf?
Friends who don't play, e.g. pointless friends. Slightly older men, actually. They're very much on brand for them to play golf.
Why aren't they playing golf?
I don't know. But this leads me to the point that I'm going to make.
Hit me. Oh, well, you sent an email. He's getting his phone out, listeners.
Going to my inbox.
Oh, he's going to his inbox as an email. Did you get drunk? Did you get drunk and email a golf course? Because that is the worst kind of why you shouldn't take your phone with you to the pub.
2 emails have been sent inquiring about my ability to join
Woburn.
a golf course.
Oh,
And I'm not going to say which golf courses at this stage.
good.
Because I want to go down the path with them a little bit, go down the garden path.
Yeah.
Have a little merry dance with them.
I see.
And see where I end up.
What you're saying is you want to get a couple of free rounds where they play you in.
If you don't mind. If you don't mind. And I will talk about you on the podcast. And that's why I won't yet.
It's a bit like if there's a car that you like, you're never going to be able to afford. You can go and test drive it and pretend to be someone who's going to buy it. You can do that with golf courses.
Yeah.
You could tour the country.
Yeah. Because you email them and they go, have a little, maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Did you play me in?
Yeah, and
wink, wink.
a lot of them will get you on for free.
Yeah.
I played Slightly Hull for free.
Yeah.
Cheers, Slightly Hull.
That is really
I did actually think about joining, though. I was
Right.
going to join there.
Sure. Yeah, of course you did. Because you're realizing that what you're saying is basically abusing quite a nice tradition in golf. But yeah, fine. So you're now, so this is good. So this Sunday,
Yeah.
where you realised there was a window, because I love that when a window pops up in the diary. We had this on Saturday. Both our kids were out at birthday parties, and I sat there and exactly.
You had the,
Oh my god! And then I left there, and then it's proper maths. Like if I leave at 1, and then that'll take. And you always underestimate how long 9 holes takes.
oh, it's 2 hours every single time.
And I don't. Every time I go, okay, so I'll get to 9 holes. I'll tee off at 2, done by 3:30.
Yeah. Because there'll be no problems on the round. I won't be held up by anyone. It will be the perfect round. It'll definitely be 90 minutes.
Why do I always assume that?
Because you're an optimist.
Eternal optimist. I worked it all out and thought, I'm going to do it. I'm going to nip up and play because both my boys are out and my wife's happy and the dogs are walked. I'm going to do it. And I went to book a tea time. And this is a sort of retort to your I wish I was a member. And it was the captain's cross-country thing where...
Oh, you tee off on 1, but you're playing to the 9th green and you're one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the first hole, the green is actually the second green. It's like...
How we laughed.
Because the guy who designed the course 150 years ago, he didn't quite know what he was doing. So we've got a few modifications. So that was on, so I couldn't go and do anything anyway.
That's annoying.
And I didn't have any friends to go down the pub and drink with. So I just sort of sat.
And drank on your own.
Yeah.
How do you feel about tea times that you have to book now? Because that was something which a lot of courses brought in around COVID.
Yeah.
Because I remember as a junior at Preston Golf Club, there was no book tea times.
Oh, we've had to book tea times for a while at our place.
Some courses have had it for forever. Some courses have always had it. Some courses brought it in during COVID.
Yeah.
And places like Preston Golf Club, I don't know when there was the moment where they brought book tea times in. But for my whole childhood, you could just rock up and put your ball on there first and...
I love, there was a starter. You'd get a starter with a clipboard and a high-vis jacket who might sit there getting slowly sozzled over the course of the day. Which is how, of course, you could play a 6-ball.
Yes.
A friend of mine, Paul, is a member of a really nice course, Rye, down in Kent. They don't have tea times. It's so exclusive.
Okay.
Get this, you just rock up and go, can I, and they go, yeah. And that's it. off you go. Go play. Have
And
fun out there.
what's his experience of that? Does he think that's great?
Yeah. It's a 2-ball max, though. So if there's 4 of you, you have to do foursomes. So you can't have 3 and 4 balls. But it's just amazing because it means you can jump on. And also, here's the thing. I think, certainly in my experiences of playing links golf, most of my links golf I've played down on the south coast in Kent, right? And I'm going to pitch something to you. And this might get some anger.
Was that a small golf pun?
There was a little bit. Yeah.
Something there,
Thanks for
wasn't there?
chipping in.
Yeah.
So I know what's going to happen now. There's going to be comments about us not knowing anything, us being terrible at golf, how far someone can hit their 9-iron. I don't care about that. Links golfers are quicker than Parkland golfers.
Wow. Big statement.
What do you think of that, guys? I have timed myself. I really believe that. When you play links golf, they don't mess around.
Less trees. Less things.
Yeah, but there's still lots of other things that can slow you down. Like you lose the ball more readily because the rough can be bigger and the putting's a nightmare because the greens are sometimes a bit faster and whatever. I just think there's a culture of fast golf that happens on links courses. I really do.
This is a hot take that I've
had it bubbling up in me for years, and I feel like I've finally squeezed the boil. I've been wanting to say for years, is today the day I can say on Golf is Ruining My Life that links golfers are quicker? I'm going to do it.
And he said it. Because there is something quite like origins of golf about links golf.
It's much more traditional. Definitely, you get more traditions.
Yeah.
You get an older type of gentleman golfer. Is that the right phrase? It could just be a bit more fusty and dusty, but the courses have got more heritage often as well. And they are often played by people who just... I don't know, man, like have inherited golf. It's almost like golf is in their DNA. It just feels like that a bit.
Can I give you a hot take?
Please do.
Less hackers on a links course? I think it's probably true.
Do you think links golfers, so now, okay, this is taking to a new place, and I think there's something in this. Links golfers are better at golf than Parkland golfers.
Links golfers are a better class of golfers.
We need to do, forget the Ryder Cup Europe America, we need to do the Ryder Cup of Parkland versus links.
Yeah.
Now that, obviously you're home and away because you can't.
Yeah.
It's a Celtic manner. You have to do it one each.
Because I think links golfers tend to be a bit more creative. Because you have to play with the wind. You have a very different shot shape. If you play with a proper links golfer, especially like a big Scottish links golfer, they're not hitting their big flighted shots that you see on the PGA Tour or what I always think of as like American college golf.
Yeah.
I've got friends that have gone and done the collegiate golf thing in America, and it's two very different golf games. They hit these big arcing.
One goes in the air, basically.
One goes in the air, and the other one just sort of penetrates a little bit lower, tries to keep under the wind.
And links golfers usually putt from anything closer than 120 yards. Out comes the putter. Do you have any wedges or something to chip with? No, I've got my putter. It was my father's putter and his father's before him. Like
It's a 17 breaker.
I do.
It goes left and then right and then left and then that's mad.
I would also say a big part of this isn't necessarily culture and tradition and heritage. A big part of this is weather because it's windier for links courses. So they tend to be more hardened to it. I'm a Parkland golfer as well, right? I can't believe I'm bringing the culture wars.
You are.
To golf. I don't know why I'm doing.
Why are you bringing culture wars to golf?
I just think we need more arguments in life. But they're hardier, they're quicker, and they're a bit more leathery in their approach to it.
Yeah. This is very GB News now, isn't it?
I can't believe this has happened. It's just clickbaiting. Just write a comment.
I'm a Parkland golfer, but I would love to be a links golfer.
Well, a lot of my mates are obviously Parkland golfers, and they all talk about playing links golf. And I'm always amazed at how few links courses so many of them have played. My mate Malcolm is a really good golfer. He's off like 6. So I've only played links course once or twice.
There is something quite terrifying, I think, about links golf. This is like a links golf special at this stage.
Isn't it?
I really struggle, and I found this playing Silith on Solway. Of course, we mentioned loads on this show. You stand on the tee box, and I love when you play a Parkland course and the trees sort of guide you, and it brings you in a little bit.
The trees are, in my head, like the barriers on the side of a 10-pin bowling lane for kids.
Yes.
Beep, 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 beep.
Go here.
Yeah.
And you stand on a links tee, and I find the vastness really daunting. It's really hard to sort of...
Yeah.
You'll pick your spot, but it's really hard to hit that. I don't know why.
And the wind, it makes a massitive difference. I play at Littlestone a lot, which we've got to go and play. It's a fabulous course. Honestly, they would have us down there in a heartbeat. And there's this gorgeous little tiny, like a halfpenny par 3. It's so short. And I have hit a flick of a sound wedge into it, and I've hit a 3-iron into it. And that is a regular occurrence. All links golfers will now say, yeah, of course, that's what we do, because the wind changes. And it means you have got to be creative. You've got to be on you've got to be on top form, and you've got to think. And it's not a different sport, but it's a very different way of playing.
Tom Price's hot take. Links golfers are better than Parkland golfers. You are going to get destroyed online.
Absolutely, bring it on.
To be fair,
I'll lawyer up. It'll be fun.
Because Parkland golfers, the shots that come to my mind that they will naturally be able to hit more of, or at least be forced to, is those big arcing shots that you need to hit because you're behind a tree and you've got to start it out the left and put a massive fade on it.
You don't want to go high when you're on a links course. You want to keep it low. That's what you want to do. Listen, we need to sell some products. We need to have some ads.
I love products, so that's fine by me.
Huge fan of them. Buy everything you're about to hear advertised, and then we'll see you in a second.
Including caddy comps. Whoa, those are great ads, man. So I sent 2 emails to 2 golf courses.
Yeah. Was one a links?
No, one wasn't a links ad. This is the problem with living where we do.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a links golf course around here.
It is.
And I've got one email in the locker just waiting to go depending on how the emails that I've sent land.
This is a frustrating conversation for me because, and rightly, you're not telling me the names of the places, so I can't put faces to emails at this stage, which is good because I know where you live, and that isn't meant to sound as
terrifyingly threatening,
slightly threatening as it does, but I know what options you've got around you. But this is interesting to hear you're de-golf coursing this story. I like it.
And there is one golf course which I've emailed, which is in my locker to email, depending on how the 2 emails that I've sent land, which has 2 courses in one.
No, that's just so good.
1 golf club, 2 courses.
That's so good.
Yep.
That is so good because the it's just going to be so much less crowded.
Yep. So much less crowded.
That's half as many golfers on that one course.
Yep. There's something quite lavish about that, isn't there? Being a member of a place where you've got 2 courses.
You have a taste for the finer things in life. You like to have a well-trimmed pathway to the first tee. We've discussed this before, and I enjoy, a good standard of other golfers there and good competitions, shall we say, right? What is the number 1 and 2 things, the 2 things you're looking for when you're making your choice between these 3 local courses? For me, money would be a big factor because they can get crazy pricey.
Yeah, money's the biggest factor, right. I think, because there are so many lovely courses around me, and
which you could join, but it would be like crazy. You're joining fees and stuff.
Joining fees and whatever. Yeah. So, depressingly,
it's not gonna happen.
The fees are the biggest thing for me, and then after that, it's how well trimmed and how well looked after they are and how pristine they are. That's what I want.
You're a manicure man.
This is what I've said with my thinking with this golf course that I'm going to join. I want to be able to bring friends and family onto this golf course and give them an experience where they go, that's a proper tick in a box.
Yes, I do love that. And I felt that when I take members of my family to my course. I always feel a bit like, it's nice and look, everyone's lovely. But you're not going away going, wow.
Yeah, Muswell Hill's a great golf course. Thoroughly enjoyable to play.
And it's and the course is where this is what I love about a good golf course. Every time I play it, every time I discover something new. I discover similar things again and again and again. I'm looking at you, 15th hole. But broadly...
Just please, for the love of God, take a 3-wood then a 7-iron. Please, next time we chat, just walk in and say, Tom, I played 15, I got a bogey, but I accepted it because I played a 3-wood and a 7-iron and it went well.
I need that in a voice note.
I'll voice note to you.
Play it, and I'll play it to myself next time I get to the 15th tee. But the idea of a course that it just is a bit special. And it comes back to what we were saying at the beginning of this episode. A good golf course should be a holiday from real life.
Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to find somewhere that is a little bit special, but isn't going to break your bank and just feels a bit... when I say prestigious, I don't mean loads of heritage or something, but just feels special to play. Because I've been a member of a few courses now, and Muswell Hill is an excellent golf course. I love it. Preston Golf Club is a lovely golf club.
Yeah.
I was a member of a place in Peterborough in lockdown for a bit called, I'm not going to remember what it's called now, but was lovely. They're all really good golf courses that you'll happily play 3 times a week, but none of it has been jazz hands. I want jazz hands.
What about comps? Let's talk about comps.
I don't care. And I know that blows
You're missing a really great part of golf. If you are a member of a golf club and you don't play comps, what is the point in being a member of that golf club? It has become, and I speak as someone who did that for a long time. I was a member of my place for at least 4 or 5 years, had young kids, didn't have the time capacity to think about it. I just played a bit. And then lockdown happened. And after lockdown, I went, God, I need to play more golf. That's when we started playing golf together, just after lockdown.
Yeah.
And I entered all the comps, and my enjoyment of the game has quadrupled. I love them. I love playing the comps. You meet loads of other guys at the club. It's the best thing.
The reason that I've not played many comps is because just as I got to the point where I think I would want to start playing comps in Muswell Hill, I got a new radio show and my life took over. Then we had the wedding, then I had the running and all this sort of stuff. The reason I don't want to play comps now is because I don't think my handicap reflects my golf. So I need to be playing enough to get that handicap to level out to whatever it needs to be. And then I would feel comfortable playing comps. Right now, it's just not a factor in what's going to make me decide on the course.
Comps are a level of commitment. There needs to be more comps that are... Well, in fact, there are at our place that you can just turn up on a Wednesday.
The Wednesday roll-up.
There's a roll-up. Surely you do, because that counts. And I've met loads of great guys doing the shambles on a Friday.
Yeah, I've done the Wednesday roll-up.
Right. So you have done comps.
Oh, yes, I've done comps. Yeah. But my issue with the Wednesday roll-up was really clear, which was it took 2 hours and a bit to play 9 holes on a Wednesday night. And that was my issue, is that when you play competition golf like that and you're in a 4-ball and everyone is taking it really seriously, this is already a game that takes up too much time. And it takes up even more time when everyone is forced to putt and everyone takes it really serious. And I'm not saying that I want a workaround for that. I'm not looking for a solution. I'm just saying that's the reason it didn't work for me.
I've got an idea for an app.
Okay.
At the beginning of every hole... This is not really an app, but I wanted to make it sound a bit sexier.
Yeah, okay.
It's a dragon's den. Anyway, at the beginning of every hole, QR code on the information, right? You got your yardage, you got your stroke index, you got a hole number.
And you're scanning it with your phone on your app.
QR code, you scan it, right? And then up comes the app, and it's a little go button, it's a little start button. And you put, how many players are we? There's 3 of us, 3 players. Boop, go, we've all just teed off. Put it in your pocket, play around. And that will go when it gets to the time where you are expected to finish that hole.
Okay. So it just keeps you speeding up a little bit, makes you play properly.
It times how long you're taking it, and it is built around each individual hole.
I like it.
I think that's a really good idea. I've surprised myself.
Yeah, it is an app, Tom.
Mid-pitch, it really became an app.
It's rare you do
a QR code.
It's rare you see someone pitching who actually sort of pitches themselves into their own idea while they're pitching.
And then, this does make loads of sense. And then you could imagine it. Sponsors would get on board with it. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone would be happy to sponsor. You get Power Caddy saying, oh, well, if you're playing too slowly, get one of our Power Caddies and you play a little bit quicker, right? And it will say to you, right, there's 4 of you playing. According to the golf club, this hole should take 9 minutes. Have you all teed off? Yes, we have. Beep. And then off. Basically what I've done there, Tom, is I've said the same thing again.
Yeah.
But basically, you press the button on your app and off you go and you play the hole.
Yeah.
And a big klaxon will go off. If you're still putting out, you're going too slowly.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of value in that because that's what's always held me up from competitions. God, you're really happy with your app idea, aren't you?
I just know, what I'm happy about is that I now know I've got something to talk about with loads of golfers. When I now play golf...
Tom's nice app.
When I now play golf, I'm playing with my mate John tomorrow morning, first thing.
Oh, God, I'm just so jealous of your life.
I love John. Do you know we had a text exchange earlier on? Do you know how it went?
With you and John?
Yeah.
Go on.
So tomorrow morning we're playing. 7:45 tee off. And I went, 18? Question mark? Because normally it's just a 9 vibe. Get 9 done and get back to real life.
Yeah.
And he went, yeah, let's do it.
Wow.
Isn't that a great exchange? Should we go for full 18?
That's amazing.
And it is, I'm so looking forward to it. I might even do a card and stick it on my EG Golf. If you're not a member of England Golf, you should get stuck in. You don't have to be a member of a golf club to join it. It's really, really good. And you can find me on it, Tom Price at Muswell Hill Golf Club, and I can look at your cards. We should do that sometime. We could look at some cards.
We need to look at some cards. Ages. I would like to play you a voice note, if that's all right, from a lovely listener.
Oh, yes, but we're getting voice notes now.
Yes.
We're also picking up quite a lot of listeners. Hello to all new listeners. Thank you so much for hopping on. And we need to set up a voice note thing, don't we?
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you to everyone as well that's been giving us reviews on Spotify. It is every time I go on, there's like another 15 people who've given 5 stars.
Yeah.
I know you're in the minority, but if you are listening on Apple Podcasts, please go down to the bottom and give a written review because I like reading them.
It does make a big difference. It pushes people to your podcast. So thank you.
So this is a bit NSFW.
Oh, excellent.
And it's from your friend of mine, Matt Holbrook. regular listener.
I saw these are on Instagram.
Ready? This is a lovely listener. Matt has been with us for years, has been a big part of this show.
Yeah, you are a big part of the show. Thank you, Matt.
And this was Matt's dilemma.
I am catching up with the podcast.
So, just a quick insight. The last time I listened to that, I did listen at ×2 speed because it went on for too long. Do you want it off +2 speed?
Yeah, let's have Holbrook at normal RPM.
Pain. I feel Price's pain. Just checking in, boys. I hate golf. Like, I fucking hate golf. I give my life to this game, and it chews me up and it spits me out. Yeah. But what it does first is it just gives me a little bit, like that. It lets me birdie the first, and then bosh, double bogey, double bogey, bogey, and I think, fucking hell. Anyway, miss you both.
He then follows it up with this.
But in all seriousness, I am catching up with the podcast. I haven't listened for a little while.
All right.
I had a wobbler on the golf course, walked off after 8 holes because I was playing so badly, practicing really hard, flushing it on the range. Really felt like I was in a good place. Perfect example, played in a competition last week, a really hard golf course.
1.5 for the rest?
Go on then.
Yeah, come on, we need to speed him up.
My index was 5.4, 5.6, and that actually gave me 11 shots off the Blue Championship tees. Shot 10 over in the morning, was worth 3.7 for my handicap. That's how tough it was. I was lying second net, and then went out and shot 99 in the afternoon.
Golfers are mad, aren't we? We're mad.
The 1.5 there really accentuates, it puts in bold the mania of this game.
But I had a wobbler, cancelled my tee times, pulled out
×2.
I thought, fuck this, not having it anymore. That lasted probably about 3 days before I was back out on the golf course, and then regretted cancelling my tee times because I had nothing booked in. I hope you're both well. I hope Married Life is treating Green well. I hope you're...
Thanks, Matt.
Can I just say, you could do voice notes, of course, on Instagram. Give us a follow on Insta.
Yeah, we don't do much on Instagram, but we're there if you want to voice note us.
DM us voice notes, because that is really interesting to listen to. And not that I'm enjoying your pain, Matt, but I am enjoying your pain, because Matt's super, super good, right? Matt's crazy good. And Matt
really good.
Commits a lot of time to his golf, it's fair to say.
It felt like you put yourself on ×2 speed for a second then when you were just talking.
Matt's very good at golf. And I don't think I thought. And one of the things that's most interesting about this game is that you can put all that practice in and still play badly, because on the day you swing 5% too fast.
Yep. I think there is something so important about Matt's voice note, and there's something we all have to realize, which is this sport is not fair.
Yeah.
I think what's his face has just released a book. Andrew Beef Johnston.
Yeah.
Has just released a book called like Golf is Hard or something like that, and it's true. We can put time into this sport. You can practice. You could go to the range. You can practice your chipping, and you will go out there and you will still double what your handicap is.
Yeah.
And it's normal and it's okay and it's fine to step away.
But I like the idea that there is a sort of fellowship of pain that all golfers go through. And when you meet another golfer at a thing and go, God, you do it. You get that. Like, you get the fact that we're all in this stupid thing that's grinding away at us, but we all know you get that one round a year, and I might have had my one round this year. I might have had that moment already when I shot my 2 over. That might be me for this year.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It'll do. It was so nice. It was worth it. How pathetic is that?
What means more to you, scoring well or how a shot feels? I think that's actually a really interesting question. What if you were to walk away from a round and go, I struck everything amazing, but I was X, Y, and Z, not happy with the numbers. What annoys you more? What makes you more happy?
It depends where I'm at in terms of like rebuilding swings or getting ready for the season. Depends whereabouts in the season we are. Definitely for me at the moment, I'm all about the score. And because I've been striking it well with my new Cobra irons, those new dark speed. My new dark speed is insane.
Yeah, the drive is incredible.
I finally worked out how to hit it, and it's mad how good it is. And I've been hitting the ball well for a while, but not scoring. And that's been enjoyable to watch balls go and think, wow, that's a different thing that I'm doing there. And now that's turning into scores finally, but it's taken ages. And no amount of practice and thought and ideas really makes a difference. Really makes a difference. You just got to keep going, in your own inimitable way, and you will stumble upon the thing that makes a difference. For me, it was like you slowing down.
I still think regularly about the 7-iron I hit on your birthday golf day on the 18th.
Yeah.
Let me be clear about this shot. I had about 160 yards in, and I took a 7-iron. I didn't hit the green. I was short, right? But the connection, the feel of that golf shot was unlike anything I've ever had. And big statement from me, hottest of all takes. I started to question if I'd ever hit a golf ball properly.
That's the thing.
You have this one thing, and it's this one shot, and you
Yeah.
go, if it's all supposed to feel like that, then I've been doing it wrong for years.
What I've been doing, yeah. I mean, that could be applied to many other parts of your life.
Yes.
But I had a similar thing. I hit a 3-wood the other day on the par 5 9th, about 200 and I think it was about 240 yards.
Wow.
To about 3 feet for an eagle putt, and it was just the rhythm was slow.
Yeah.
And it flew, and I went, oh, that's what I'm meant to do. And golf's always doing that. It's always dragging you up and giving you like, oh, look at that, how good I could be, and then you head straight back down the toilet again. But we love it, Tom, and we go again.
We go again, and that is the reason this show is called Golf is Ruining My Life, because look at us. I think 7 series into this show, still finding this sport addictive,
Yes.
but also incredibly troublesome.
It's helped as well, genuinely, by you lot. So thank you very much indeed for all the emails and the contact. How is your season going? Give your season a mark out of 10 so far. The Toms at golfisruiningmylife.co.uk.
Yeah, we'll do an email special soon. How long we got left on this episode?
It's minus 44 seconds.
Oh dear. Okay, we will do an email special very, very soon. So we need all your emails. I got to say, not to have a go at everyone, we've been email quiet recently.
Slow down a bit.
We've been email quiet.
So that means it's available. It's there for you guys. It's a resource.
You know,
We're like the Golf Samaritans, not to belittle what the Samaritans do.
bloody emailing. The Toms at golfisruiningmylife.co.uk. And we'll see you same time next time for more of this. Bye.